What's up, guys? I'm Dragon Bees. Just to give you a bit of an update. So, I wouldn't mind doing these kind of videos every now and then. It's kind of like a let's touch base, let's talk about what direction things are going in, let's sort of clarify some stuff, and, you know, have a moment where I can just talk with nothing else going on, no crazy games and shenanigans and everything. It's just me being able to go, this is what's happening, this is what's coming up, this is what's, going to be in the works. So, a lot has changed in the last month or so. There's been a lot of focus on YouTube, but I want to make some clarifications on a few things on what I'm doing with like content creation stuff. So basically, let's start with Twitch. Okay, so Twitch, I've been on that platform for 2.5 years. It is still very much a focus in what I want to do. I made it very clear in a video I did a few weeks ago, which you can check out in the link below, about my goals for this year. And basically, one of the biggest things is obviously to get Twitch partnership. I'm a long way off of that, and there's a lot of growth to happen, but it's definitely something that I'm focusing on. So Twitch is going to be like my streaming platform, and a place where you can actually come and interact with me as you already do, chat, etc. Play games, stream with others, multi-stream, that kind of stuff. So none of that's really changing. Still plan on streaming 4 to 5 days or nights a week. So none of that's changing. So Twitch is pretty much staying the same in the focus will still be on like Pokemon, Minecraft, Destiny 2, and then the odd, other games that I play with Kaylee, Lyris, and Corey. So things like Phasmo and Stardew Valley, etc. So none of that's changing. Now, YouTube is something that has sort of become a fairly heavy focus for me. The plan with YouTube is that it's going to be a bit of a hub for sort of all things Dragon's Den community. Now, by that I mean there'll be videos, like I still do my Twitch highlights, my clip highlights, because that's a great way to show off what's been happening during that month, and everyone seems to enjoy that. Exclusive stuff, like I did with the Phasmo videos with Pedal, the Pokemon card pack openings, all of that stuff will be happening as well. Some random videos, like the Quokka video, where a huge moment or a funny moment has happened, and we do a bit of a highlight of that. So that kind of stuff will still be happening, and community submission stuff. I've had a couple of videos given to me by people in the community, and I've then put them on the channel because I wouldn't be who I am as a streamer without the community that has built up around me, and the faith that you guys put in me. So all of that stuff's going to be happening. It's going to be like your go-to hub for content that you can watch when I'm not streaming on Twitch. The big one that everyone's been asking about is the streaming on YouTube that I've been doing. It's a bit twofold. For me, the YouTube streaming is a way to communicate with the people who may not necessarily be from my Twitch community or the Twitch side of my community, and so that they can actually interact with me on a live scale as opposed to in the comments with videos and stuff like that. It's about exposure to a potential new audience, because growth is important for me as a content creator. And it's also an opportunity to not just put all my eggs in one basket as such. You never know what the future's going to hold. You never know what's quite going to happen with different platforms. So it's a bit multifaceted as to why I'm also doing stuff on YouTube like that. So the bulk of my streaming will always be on Twitch. There will be a small amount of streaming on YouTube, and there is going to be some little testing of different times with things and playing around, see where the core audience is and what times, what games, etc. So that's going to be a bit of a testing thing. So that's YouTube. Now, Twitter and Instagram. I'm not the best at social media. Never have been. Trying to learn how to fix that. Working on that. Big shout out to Riley for sort of drilling into my head how that works. So, Twitter is going to be where I announce where I'm going live, retweeting stuff, sort of updates, etc. Instagram is going to also include some of that, but I also want to try and give Instagram a bit of a different feel in that it's a bit behind the scenes kind of stuff and sort of my day-to-day stuff, and photos and just kind of like a montage of what's happening, you know, whether it's streaming related or, you know, I've just taken Philo for a walk or that kind of stuff. So it's a bit more personal is what I want to give Instagram. So they're my two main communication points. And then obviously you've got my Discord. Now, my Discord has always been a place where people can come and hang out and talk and everything. I'm getting better at being more active in there. When I first started streaming, wasn't good at it. So I encourage people now to be active in the Discord, have a chat. If you want to know something, use the channels that are there, hang out with the other people in the community, you know. If you've got a suggestion, we do have a suggestions channel in there if you want to drop stuff in there, by all means. All of the links for all of this stuff, it will be in the description below. So there's that. My Discord is the Dragon's Den home, basically, where you can hang out. The final thing I want to talk about is my Patreon. Now, my Patreon is twofold. The full-time status as a content creator was kind of not forced upon me as such, but given the situation with COVID at the moment, and given the situation here in the Netherlands with lockdowns and open and shut and things, it's not stable. I made a decision in sort of consultation and obviously speaking with Danny to give this a go. You know, at least it's something I can do. It's safe. I don't have to stress about, you know, interacting out in the open world, if that makes sense, with COVID and my anxiety, because I suffer pretty badly with anxiety, believe it or not. So there's that. So Patreon is going to be a source of, oh, there goes the camera, a source of income for me. So, you know, if you want to sub on Twitch and drop bits, that's cool. If you want to donate directly via my Streamlabs donation link, that's cool. If you want to support via Patreon, that's awesome. Because the thing with the Patreon stuff, there's some really cool perks on there that I spent a lot of time thinking about. What can I give you guys that's not too generic and uniquely from me? Things like the art that I've done and things like the postcard ideas that actually are symbolic of events that have happened in the community. So that's kind of like going to be a very big driving point for me. It will also help me afford to live, putting it bluntly. You know, I've got to be realistic in this. I've got to treat this a bit more like a job, as much as I enjoy it as a hobby as well. But it's also a way to help me to be able to do more with content creation as well, because I have a bit more of a budget to work with. So, you know, we can do more card pack openings and maybe some giveaways and that kind of stuff, because I want to be able to give back to you guys as much as I can, but also live, you know. So there's that. My Patreon is something I'm going to be pushing. Each month there'll be some new stuff so that it keeps it fresh, whether it's a new postcard, new art, you know, perks will change, etc. So there is still an opportunity to get the Eevee perfume range postcard, as long as you are pledged to my Patreon by the end of this month. You will be eligible for that card. Next month's card is this design that I'll pop up on screen, and that is the Quokka postcard, which, if you have missed it, there is a whole thing, there's a video about it as well, about the Quokka and why that's a thing. So it's really cool to be able to produce something like that and go, all right, here guys, here's a thing to commemorate what happened. So there's that. That will be available for February, providing you are pledged at the appropriate level on my Patreon. You'll get that postcard at the end of February if you've pledged in February. So yeah, check out my Patreon, have a look. If you think you want to support the channel and support me as a content creator, that is a great way to do it, because then I can also give something back to you, which is what I want to be able to do. And then finally, something that is being worked on as I record this is my merch line. I've had very many iterations of merch over the last 2.5 years. It's time for me to create a merch line that is something that is uniquely Dragon's Den and Dragon Bees, but also something you can wear in your day-to-day life. I want something that's going to be anyone can wear it basically. But there'll also be, you know, the usual stuff: mugs, stickers, notebooks, etc. More information about that will be coming out as soon as I'm able to start setting it up, and I get the designs from Riley. Riley and I have been working on those together. Riley's doing obviously the bulk of the work because he's the mad genius, and I'm just the guy who goes, "Oh, Dragonite!" It is going to be a fantastic thing, though. Everything that Riley does for the Dragon Bees brand and Dragon's Den brand, if you want to call it that, is phenomenal. So make sure you go support Riley too. So moving forward, there will be a greater focus. I'm trying to, at minimum, put 5 videos a week on YouTube, and a 6th video, which is a stream, on Saturdays. There may be an additional stream every now and then on YouTube just to test a few things, but I commit to at least 1 YouTube stream a week. On the Twitch side, 5 days a week, or nights, depending, unless something drastic happens. I will be looking to do some more community engagement stuff. I want to hear from you guys. If you have suggestions, drop them in the comments below, put them up in my Discord, tweet, message me, anything. I want to hear back from you guys. I want information. I want to know what you want. I want to know how we can come together as a community and what the fun things we can do for 2021. A lot of big goals this year. I'm working towards a lot of things. I can't do that without you guys. The other big thing I need to say, a couple of thank yous. Thank you so much for the subs to YouTube. We did hit 100 a few weeks ago. We do have a custom URL now, which is amazing. Thank you so much for that. It does mean the world to me. I appreciate it. We move on to another goal, which is continuing to grow, continuing to get subs, and work towards perhaps the YouTube partnership program. So that's something that I'm working towards. Thank you to my mods who do so much during my streams. I appreciate it. And of course, thank you to everyone who watches the streams, watches the videos, comments, retweets, you name it. However you support me, whether it's support through following or subbing or donating, any sort of support is so greatly appreciated. And I love working on all of this content stuff. It's been a blast. You guys are amazing. But yeah, I've rambled on enough. That's the update. I am going to do one of these every now and then when I feel like there's a time that I need to go through some stuff or explain stuff, give a thank you. Big shout out to the 9 amazing people who are pledged to my Patreon. Moving forward, there are going to be some little perks to highlight you guys because that means the world to me. So keep your eye out for those. But until next time, until the next video, I'm going to wrap this up. Check out everything in the comments below, in the description below, and I will see you next time. Bye. He's a cutie, Philo, aren't you? Oh, hi. You obviously watched the whole video. Ah, well, Philo and I were just chilling. Anyway, so if you enjoyed that video, you can always click like and make some comments down below, or if you want to, you can subscribe to my channel for more content, and make sure you click on the notification bell so that you know when things go live. If you want to check out any of my social media or my Patreon, you can click on the links in the description below. And of course, if you want to check out any more recent videos or playlists, there might be some recommendations in the little video after this. So make sure you check it out after we say goodbye. You say goodbye, Philo? Bye!